So the work I've been doing has been part of a much larger project with the revitalization of the LA River. So this is a piece of a bigger puzzle. This other pieces include the Arbor Study, which is led by the Army Corps of Engineers, in which the city is a partner to revitalize the river from Griffith Park extending all the way to downtown. And what that means really is to change the way the river looks now. Right now it's currently embedded in a concrete straitjacket, but this is really taking that concept and flipping it on the head and restoring the river to its natural habitat. It's about looking at problems that the city has and seeing how the river can fit as a solution. This is a game changer for LA. This is the opportunity for LA to shine, to provide a green space, a linear park throughout the entire city that will be there for my children, my children's children.
Nobody thinks a lot about the sidewalk. And I don't really like to go around being like, oh, you know, this amazing job. But I feel like sidewalk is very much a fundamental necessity that we have, and nobody really notices it unless, you know, you're tripping over it. And I feel like really proud that whenever I like drive by, I'm like, oh, you know, that sidewalk looks good.
The 6th Street Viaduct is a $440 million undertaking by the Bureau of Engineering, which is actually the largest infrastructure project that the Bureau has undertaken ever. And the reason why the bridge needed to come down was because it was afflicted by something called alkali silica reaction. So what this means is kind of like concrete cancer. The concrete is eating itself up from the inside. You know, there was a decade worth of studies done to see if the bridge could be retrofitted and saved. But at the end of the day, it was found that that wasn't possible and that the bridge had to come down. And so both the city officials, leadership at the Bureau thought, what better way to honor the impact of this bridge than to replace it with something that's even more iconic. The original viaduct has its symbolic 2 arches. That was the dividing line between the eastern Boyle Heights and basically the rest of LA. The new design wanted to take that and expand on it, to connect everything seamlessly through a ribbon of arches, to pay homage to the original design, but also kind of build on it. I grew up in the city and I've seen this project in movies, I've driven on this bridge. It's one of those projects that you get to talk about 20 years down the line and say, I worked on this project.
My experience with the Bureau of Engineering has been really great. The one thing that reeled me in obviously was the rotation program and being able to be exposed to a lot of different fields within civil engineering. I didn't know too much about construction management coming in, and to be here and be a part of all of this really sort of opened my eyes, and you find out that you like things you thought you might have not have. It's nice to sort of branch out and see the whole picture. And I think the Bureau's a great part of the city that I would definitely recommend because of what it is that goes on here.
When I was in school, I really wanted to be a designer. I was stuck on designing these high rises, you know, being famous and making a name for myself. And I got this awesome opportunity to work in construction, and I took it, and I ended up loving it. And when I was able to have the opportunity for the city, I was able to talk to somebody. They told me about this great rotation program where you can do construction, you can do design, you can work with people at the public counter. I thought that was great. I mean, who wouldn't want to be able to experience all different types of jobs?
Hi, I'm Gary Lee Moore, City Engineer. The Bureau of Engineering is transforming the city of Los Angeles into the world's most livable city. Please join us.